Hello everybody, I hope you're having a nice day. So I'm here to announce the release of the Francine Jacket, our most demanded pattern ever. So this has been a classic in our London classes for years. I think we did it back about 4 or 5 years ago. And the reason why it's called Francine is because one of our regular customers, called Francine, brought in this beautiful tailored 1940s suit that was her mum's, and Julie and I were like, oh my goodness, this is so gorgeous. And I was like, Julie, we need to look at doing a pattern inspired on this jacket because it's so beautiful. We're very much inspired by the 1940s, but it's also tailored to our style now. That 1940s jacket is very, very triangular. So whilst we've got that feel of it and it's lovely and fitted, it is still something that you feel comfortable wearing in everyday life. So this is the original, which is the version that you will all know. So here we are. It's got a shawl collar. It's got a curved front edge there. You've got princess seams, so lots of lovely fitting option there because you've got these princess seams. And at the back, you can see that lovely shape. It's also fitted at the back. Now this version has shoulder pads in it, so it's got a little bit of definition on the shoulders. I'm going to do it up for you. This is a wool tweed, and I think it looks fabulous in this fabric. Really lovely. So there we go. I'm going to make sure there's some photos of it inserted from the photo shoots because there's so many different ways of it looking, kind of for work or for casual or for kind of very vintagey. So we've got lots of lovely photos to show you. But not only is this version being released, but there's also a second version. So I really wanted to do a notched collar jacket that was a bit more contemporary. And so we've done a second version of this. So it's a lot similar in that it's still got the princess line seams, but the shape is slightly more relaxed. It's longer. It's got a square front rather than a curved, and it's got a vent at the back, and it has a notched collar. It's also got these beautiful inseam pockets that are sort of stitched into the panel, and they came from an idea I got from the Dior exhibition. So if you were lucky enough to go to the Dior exhibition in the V&A, I went 3 times, then you will have seen some beautiful tailored jackets. And one thing that Dior does is they must have a very strong style guide, but they always hark back to the time when Christian Dior was designing, which was actually quite a short time, from 47 to 57, and the new look that made his name, which was that very iconic, very fitted white jacket or cream jacket, and then a big black full circle skirt, loads and loads of fabric, and it was celebrating the opulence and a return to being able to make clothes because it's the post-war period, and certainly I think in France at that point people could start to buy more fabric. Here in Britain we were still restricted with rationing, but there it was, and it was what we all wanted because it had all been stripped back and not like that for the war period. So anyway, I think it was Raf Simons who designed this jacket that was a nod to that iconic outfit. And in that jacket, it had these inseam panel pockets, and I just thought they were beautiful. So clean, so simple, and they don't interrupt the design or the lines of the design. You know, that's something that I often think about when I'm designing and one of the reasons why I often don't like bust darts is because they interrupt the line of the fabric or they interrupt the cut, and I know that we need them, but when you can think up an idea or a way of doing something that almost becomes part of it and it's not an additional thing, you know, like a patch pocket or even sometimes a welt pocket, it's just put on and it's not part of the design, it's just there for practical reasons. This feels very much integral part of the design, and I really love it, and I really hope you guys will too as well. So we've got some more photos of it here. Wonderful Salma in it. She looked so cool. So we first actually made this version for me, but for whatever reason it just came out too big. So it was meant to be an 8 and I think it ended up being a 10. And so we were trying to shoot it on me, and you know, we got some nice shots, but then we put it on Salma and she just rocked the look. She looks so cool. And I think it was great to be able to do that and style it in the way that we did with her, because you can see that it can look very non-vintage, you know, and very hackneying, I'd say. This pattern, or the two versions, how you can get them as PDFs, but because it is a jacket and there is a lot of work, we have done our most comprehensive online class that we have ever done. Really, like, there's so many videos, it's so massive. So if you're a member of Stitch School and you have the premium subscription, you will be able to access that now. If you're not a member of Stitch School, then obviously you can sign up, £15 a month, and you get access to this as well as the other ones. Or if you're just interested in the Francine jacket, then you can just purchase that, and we have got an offer on at the moment, so you can get money off. We'll put details about that in the description box below. But I do recommend, like, I mean, obviously I always recommend the classes because I think you're going to get so much more than just the pattern, but particularly for this, if you've never made a jacket before, then do the online class, because there is so much stuff in there that you can learn. And we have got 2 additional teachers in there. We've got Becca and we've got Julie, who has taught it for years and has a wealth of knowledge, and myself. So the 3 of us combined are pouring out all our knowledge about how to work with wool, how to add shoulder pads, how to add ice wool, which helps give this lovely softened shape here. How to press wool, how to do tacking, tailoring tacking stitches, what you interface, what you don't interface, how you line it, how you fit it. There's just so much information that you can learn from the online class, and we're really proud of it. Everyone has been working so hard at it, particularly Rosie, who has been managing the whole project. This is very much her baby, and yeah, I think she's very pleased to see it all finished and out there. And we're all so excited to see your versions, because I know some of you have been asking for this pattern for such a long time. So you ask, we give. Eventually. Okay, so what can we expect from the online class? Now, excuse me if I'm looking down, because I have got a list because there's so much to remember. But there's 36 videos, which is over 2.5 hours of learning and videos. So, and then they include things like pressing wool and tailoring interfacing. So there is a difference with interfacing that you would maybe use in a dress to what you would use in a jacket. Hand stitching and anchoring crucial parts of the jacket. So there's internal work that you're doing to make it give that really beautiful tailored look. And these are some of the best tailoring techniques that you can use in home sewing. Downloadable fitting guide based on what we've learned from our London classes. So because we've been teaching this for so many years, Julie has worked with so many different figures and so many different shapes and styles and fabrics and all of these things, and all the issues that have come up in the class, we have incorporated them into our fitting guides. The features are interchangeable, so if you wanted to slightly lengthen, put vent in the more vintagey version, you could do that. So there are options to do that, certainly if you're experienced. There's full illustrated instructions, so our incredible illustrator Nicole has worked tirelessly on doing a gazillion illustrations. So there are all those illustrations and instructions, so you can just print and download them and have them there with you whilst you're watching the videos as well. We've also done a downloadable lesson guide, just because there's so much to get through, so you can download that and work your way through, so you make sure that you're watching everything and knowing everything that you need to do. So, but if you are going for the PDF pattern on its own, obviously you'll get the all of the illustrations on that, but you're not going to get access to all of those videos and all that extra help and tips and little things that we have poured into the online class. So where would I wear this jacket? So let's talk about fabric, let's talk about where we would wear it. So, well, this particular jacket I would wear to work, but I'd also wear it at the weekend. I've got some scarves here, so I think it's nice. I mean, obviously it's not good if it's really a cold day, but I think this is really nice as outerwear as well, so I will definitely wear it like that. I've got jeans on with it today, and I think this lovely pink tweed goes really nicely with that. I also would wear it so with black ultimate trousers and a nice little plain Edie top, and that would be a nice work outfit for the office. You could make it in summer in a linen fabric, and it'd be lovely for a wedding or to go with a dress. You could wear it with a full circle skirt and really rock the vintage vibe, and you're do a big nod to Dior. Or you can do like quite a funky outfit like we've got with Salma. So jeans, trainers, and just really simple, and then the jacket over the top. So there's so many options. Wool, tweed, other wools, lightweight wools, nothing heavier than a Melton. Also probably you can make it out of cord. Corduroy would be nice as long as there's enough stability in it. Other wool mixes that are sort of light to medium weight, and you could do it linen, like I said. Yeah, lots of options. So it'll be exciting to see the fabrics you guys choose. So don't forget to share with us the hashtag #SOIFrancine, so that we can all see it, and we can fill up our feeds with lots of Francine inspiration. Anyway guys, that is it for this week. I hope you're all pleased that she's now out into the wild. As you can see from the smile on my face, we certainly are. And I'll see you very soon. I think next week I'm doing there's a video coming up that is a week in the life type video. So follow me on a Sew Over It working week. And I've also got to do my makes, which I haven't started. So lots to be reporting back to you guys, but I'll see you really soon. Bye.